Good morning or good day, everyone. It's great to have you here. It's David Kingsbury. I'm David Kingsbury with Deep Target, and I've got with me Jacob. How are you doing today, Jacob?
I'm doing great, David. I'm glad to be here. Thanks to everyone else as well.
Awesome. So we have a lot of material to cover today. Sorry about that, but we're excited about the content. I'm going to move quickly through it. We do have about 40 of you guys out there, which is awesome. And we know that we want to make sure that we give you really good information to help you improve your digital marketing efforts. So as you guys all know, most of you should know, we're in a three-part series. We're finishing up that with the third part today. We're going to recap a little bit about our best user experience practices, our measurement of results, because that's always fun. And today we're going to look at making improvements. And certainly during that whole process, we're going to look at several of you guys and what you're doing and your results and applaud many of your efforts and have fun along the way. We do want to talk about a couple of new capabilities coming that we know you're going to be excited about as well. And then certainly a Java joy. So let's get started. First of all, we talked about in January, what's that number one question that you have for 2022? And it is, are you confident you're reaching every user when they need you? As you know, that's what the whole role of marketing is, especially digital marketing, when people are only visiting us online. Are we making sure that they are seeing our great offers when they need us? And so if you're not sure, then that's where we're here to help. So if you think of it as a bullseye, and the question, are you reaching everyone who's looking now? Because there's a sense of urgency. At any particular time, in any particular month, someone is looking for a particular financial product that you have, and they may not come to you for it unless they know you have it. So that's the real trick. Who is looking now in less than 30 days for something you have? But you also want to let others know that you have products, so there's a level of interest in 1 to 3 months. I'm going to say even beyond that, and then even 1 to 2 years. So how do you play that up and not become irrelevant in showing your ads to your digital users? So we talked about this a couple of times. I just love the flow of this. We all know that over time, individuals will go through different generations, generations will age over time, and their financial needs will change. The importance of those will change. And as we look at that spectrum, this gives us an opportunity to prepare campaigns related to the generations, as well as what we believe is their level of urgency. And our trick as digital marketing experts is to place those campaigns in play into our digital channels when they are looking for them, and only when those individuals are looking for them. Once again, it's a buyer's market. No one wants to see irrelevant ads shown to them. They only want to see what they're interested in now. So that's our big challenge. And so what we do is we're looking at putting out campaigns that maybe cross the whole spectrum of generations. And we're going to suggest our predictive model campaigns are really, really good at this, as well as perhaps target by rule and or list type, depending on the generation, to capitalize on those individual unique needs that your digital users have, right? So that's the challenge. And that's what makes it all really fun. So as you know, we have a campaign strategy that we lay out. We call it a framework, and we make suggestions about what you place there. And this is just an example, again, to make sure you're aware of that, and that we are constantly reviewing this and analyzing it and trying to come up with the best practices to share with you. And as you know, we launched our predictive model, our AI machine learning targeting campaign, now coming up on well over a year, almost a year and a half. And it's been phenomenal in its results. So Jacob and I want to remind everyone to consider that in your efforts when you create your campaigns, because it is extremely highly engaging. So we bring the bear to you of all of our customer data to creating that model. So it's the highest propensity of users interested in that campaign type. So the second part we went through was, now let's measure. So after we've launched our campaign, let's start on our measurement. This is the most exciting part, we believe, of DeepTarget. We have so many capabilities to actually measure, from our dashboard environment to our campaigns, individual and category level, our influence conversion report, our managerial report, and now our new analytics API, which just means we get a huge breadth of capability across of all of our campaigns at an individual level, which we call a micro level, all the way up to the macro level, so that we can always understand how we're performing. And we want to make sure that you guys are on top of that as well. And last time we looked at two really important components called prioritization and ad rotation. And we did a little bitty case study where we suggested you watch this closely on your dashboard to see which campaigns are the most viewed in the last 7 days, and are they the two that you want to be viewed. If they are not, and they're missing out on impressions, then there's a couple things we should check. First, is the campaign type proper, in other words, for what we're trying to do? And it very possible it is. It could be all user-based, but that still remains a question. You also want to check your ad rotation, because this is one key capability that DeepTarget has that many other systems don't have. You can set your maximum number of ads and your delay time. So make sure that that's in a good representation of how long someone actually participates in your online channel. We can help you understand that. And then finally, look at your prioritization. And if you don't need certain ones to be prioritized, then in this case, pull them out. Take them out of the prioritized list so you don't waste space or make these campaign ads too irrelevant for your users. And so you can turn them off, and then just check this every week or two. Many of our customers tell us that they only spend about an hour, perhaps a week, some even only a couple hours a month after they launch their campaigns, just to double check. And this is a great thing to put on your list of checking when you're doing with DeepTarget. And by the way, when you set up a success meeting with us, these are one of the things that we'll review with you to see if they are optimal. Okay. All right, great. So let's keep going. Two other real important aspects. One is detargeting. Just as a reminder, you can set on and off timeframes for every single campaign, once again, to capture the attention of those digital users that are perhaps not looking right now, but are over the next 6 months. And so that can be really key in what you're doing. And if you just have informational campaigns, like we have a branch opening coming up, or we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, something of that sort, turn the metrics off on that campaign, because it will dilute your numbers overall. Okay. All right. So perfect. And we have some great tools. Campaign performance analytics allow you to see how your campaign is performing. You can also see it in a spreadsheet form. So you can take a look at that click-through rate, which is so important to you, right? And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So all that's available. So here we are. So topics for today: how can we improve? What can we do to improve our engagement with our top promotion? So first of all, super important that you know what are your top promotions going into this quarter or this month or this 2-month cycle, or however you set up your time frames when you're going after your campaigns and so forth, and make sure that you have everything covered. Once again, that's something that DeepTarget will help you understand when we do a success meeting and quiz you about, do you have everything set up properly to cover all of those users that are looking for your products now. Once again, I sneak in the predictive campaigns. Don't forget about those. They are so easy to set up and so powerful. So don't forget. So what are you looking for? So when you get your performance reviews and you've identified your top 3 to 5 campaigns that you're hoping are creating the best results, you need to know the industry standard is 0.3% response rate for any particular ad. But you should expect at least 3 times that, 1% or more click-through rate per campaign. So if your campaigns are optimized, you should be seeing 1% or better. And that's exciting because we got some examples for you to see. So first of all, the round of applause for Great Lakes Credit Union. Their checking account campaign that they're running with predictive model. By the way, they participated in our predictive model and prepend first name challenge in January. And already their click-through rate is 1.08%, 3 times the industry standard. So great set of impressions, clicks, and then finally the overall influence conversions are coming along right behind those. So great work to Great Lakes and D'Angelo there. Let's take a look at a second example. Russell Country Federal Credit Union, 4.53% click-through rate. Phenomenal results from a 2-month campaign. Great set of conversions. We're real proud of Julie there. Jacob, what do you think? Julie doing a good job?
Yeah, I mean, this is just absolutely phenomenal. And, we've done a couple webinars with Julie and we've highlighted some of the campaigns and, this is just kind of the normal success that she sees with just every campaign she runs. And, that's something that is very achievable for everybody out there.
That's awesome. So great. So well done, Julie. So we're going to come back to even some potentially even better results here as well. So your number one question is my targeted audience optimized? Am I optimally reaching those digital users that I need at this time? And am I employing the best tools in the targeting of those campaigns, either based on rules or lists or predictive model? And that's if your click-through rate is less than 1%, because you want to make sure you're getting to that. Remember that bullseye. We're getting to that set of users that are looking now, less than 30 days, less than 3 months, so that they can get into understanding what you're offering. Okay. So second question is, did I catch their eyes? So once I did get a campaign ad out there, did I catch their eyes in the midst of that? You really only have 2 seconds. History says you only have 2 seconds to capture a digital user's attention. 1.5 seconds is for the image. And so that's key to invoke, first of all, emotion. So once again, I have to grab Great Lakes as a great example with this ad, because they use emotion, love it, first swipe. And it immediately draws your attention. Great use of emoji inside of the actual message, and great image as well. So emotion, perfect. And then let's make it personal. Another one from America CU, give yourself some credit. So this becomes immediately personal because you're thinking about yourself immediately, giving some credit to yourself, and America CU can help you do that. And what if you gamify it? So let's go back to Russell Country for a second. We looked at their ad, but did we look at the ad? Sweetheart of a deal, you could win your loan at 0%. So once again, adding a great ad, a great use of graphics, a super call to action message, and then gamifying it is even more impressive. So once again, I think, Jake, was that why you were saying that they do so well at Russell Country?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And I'm going to throw in, we're still looking for video. I know a lot of you guys are using animated GIFs, and everybody's talking about using the video. Don't forget about video. Very important component. It will need you to include HTML as the ad type, but we support that, and it's very powerful, certainly. Okay. So, hey, I have to throw in 2 more from Russell Country. So both of them predictive models, very warm. I was telling Julie just recently, these are so warm in these chilly times. Once again, great capture. And I'll throw in one other added. Jacob, you think these are pretty warm as well?
Oh yeah, I think that is great. It fits their theme, it fits their branding, and very identifiable for their members.
That's right. That's right. Now, what if you did this though? You threw in a prepended first name, which you can do this with a click of a button, right? So just saying, adding that first name could be extremely valuable. And how do I know that? Well, remember, once you have their connection from an image point of view, now you have 0.5 seconds for the word. And what is everyone's favorite word? Their name. So don't forget to add it. And here's a perfect example of one of our FIs adding the name Beth. It's a little granulated because I've increased the size of it, but once again, you can grab this automatically with just a click of a toggle in the ad creation environment, and Beth's name shows up. And so what kind of results can you get there? And I'll make one other couple of comments here. Think about your call to action. Instead of learn more, which I know is very nice, give them a real action, like let's go. Now's the time. Even simply click here actually drives a reaction, okay? And I will say HTML allows you to have multiple buttons. So don't forget that as well, talking about the video just a minute ago, okay? So what about this ad that has Beth in front of it? Oh my goodness, KSW, Federal Credit Union, with her CASASA checking, target by rule, prepended first name. Look at that click-through rate, 7.15%. Remember how we said if it's greater than 1%, you're really doing well? How about 7 times, 3 times, 21 times of the industry standard? Fantastic results overall. What do you think of that, Jacob?
That's just excellent. And I know I'll say, you know, Josh came to me at KSW with this idea. He wanted to target and increase the CASASas. And I just think he really, you know, he came up with the rule, he came up with the idea, he designed the ad, and, you know, I kind of helped him make that a reality. And you just see the results are phenomenal. And I want to mention, I know you said that he included their first name, everybody's favorite word, and he probably included everybody's second favorite word as well, free, right there in capital down at the bottom.
Right. That's right. That's exactly right. So great work, Josh. Fantastic results. So you don't have to worry about this campaign. Well done. So, okay. And we want to congratulate, once again, going back to January, all 12 of these of our customers that entered our challenge and either added a prepended first name to the ad or did that as well as added predictive model campaigns. So great work. We're really excited about the results you guys are getting overall, and we're continuing to watch those as well. So well done. So a couple more things we want to talk about this morning is we do have 2 new things we want to share. One is our new Deep Target Managed Services capability. So many of you guys, I know, struggle for time. There's just too many things to do in the day, but one of the things that just can't go undone is your digital marketing, right? And although we know that it only takes maybe 1 or 2 hours a week to maintain the system, it does take some time to do some analysis. It does take some time to think about what you're doing. And honestly, if you follow our general rules of engagement, you'll have a really great engagement with your digital users. But sometimes you might need some added help, and you'd like us as experts to step in and do the work for you. And certainly we can do that for you. We're talking to many of our customers right now who are asking for that kind of help. It's going to free you up. You're going to have great digital marketing expertise. It can lower your costs as well. And once again, we can scale it up and scale it down as needed. and make sure that you are always seeing the results in the analytics on a continuous basis, okay? So be aware of that. Reach out to us if you'd like to investigate this more. We'd love to talk to you about it, okay? All right, so now brace yourself for a new capability that's coming in our new release in April. This is just one aspect of what's coming, but we wanted to share it with you because it's so important, and we know that you guys may not or may be using it. We know, on the line today, I think we have Michael Hostetler from Crane Credit Union. Michael has been phenomenal in the use of exporting the data and analytics on his site. And this is going to be, we think, really powerful. We've already shared it with him, and he's really excited about it. And what this means is after you plan your campaign and you set up your targeting with a predictive model or a rule or a list, and you publish your campaign, then you're going to have a new selection on your drop-down of your flyout menu that says Export Audience. And this will allow you to export the resulting audience and that full number of, if you will, reach that campaign reaches, so that not only is your campaign deployed in Deep Target in your digital channels, but you can take that audience list and therefore go straight over into an email or SMS environment and also engage your users in that method. And we know many of you guys are already undoubtedly using email, and some of you are using SMS, and you're generating lists alongside perhaps what you're doing in Deep Target. But what if you use Deep Target's predictive capabilities using predictive modeling and AI and machine learning to find your best audience, and then you can export that and utilize that. That's going to be more relevant for all of your particular members or customers now. And then obviously inside of your email tool, you can measure your impressions and your clicks. And so honestly, Michael's doing this using our export data capabilities within our different campaign performance. So he was doing this already, but now we've made it an official audience, and we're going to explain more to you about it. We're going to show you actually how it works live next month. But be thinking about this, how you can utilize Deep Target to create your audiences. Okay, so real powerful, real excited. And then we're going to give you a little sneak preview. What if you could then not only get the user ID, user information to utilize email and SMS, but you also got a URL that could be placed in that email or that SMS text, such that when that user clicked on it, it could go to a microsite website that you've branded yourself and pop up with Deep Target ads there. So let that just bounce around in your head as well, because you're getting a sneak preview of what's coming. And so we're real excited about that, okay? If you have questions, you want to know more sooner, reply and let us know. We'd love to tell you about it, okay? Okay, so now we're to Java Joy time, and we're real excited to share with you. We had 3 customers, TrueCore, OneVision, America's CU, all of them participated in Optimize Me Challenge that we did last month. Andrea, Cindy, Kim, and Jacob all participated. And so all 4 of you guys are going to get a Java Joy. And we're real happy to work with you and optimize your system. And you saw some of the fruits of some of that optimization that has come. And so we're really excited about that. Jacob, you want to share any details on any of these guys as well?
Yeah, so just I just want to say we're always here to help, and so each of these customers reached out as part of our February challenge. But outside of that, we can say that each of these customers that reached out afterwards did see an increase in their engagement and their clicks, and so just if you ever feel like you're not sure what the next step might be, I just want to say that, we're always here to help you figure that out. So feel free to
Perfect.
reach out at any time.
That's great. Thank you, Jacob. And thank you guys for your work. So, we're doing another challenge. It's the March Ad Content Challenge. So if you'll schedule a digital marketing ad content review with us, you'll also win the Java Joy next month. So just shoot an email to success@deeptarget.com, subject line add up, or you can modify add up. That's just for fun. And we'll get right back with you and do a review with you about your ad content, your targeting, your pre-pin that first name, and so forth and so on, and put our expertise to work for you. And we'd love to work with you and help you through that. So if you have any questions, let us know about that. And guess what? We're going to have a new 3-part series starting next month as well. This time we're going to dive into online banking in April and the aspects of online banking, and focus on what goes on with digital users in online banking and how to best engage them in that environment and how to best utilize Deep Target and so forth. And then we're going to go into mobile banking in May to make sure that that is super optimized as well, making sure that you're engaging everyone, because so many people are on mobile right now, and that's where they're visiting you, right? And then boom, here comes June. And what about that email, SMS, text message environment, and how can Deep Target support you in that and derive some dramatic results utilizing those channels, which we know are really tried and true, but it has to be relevant, right? It has to be relevant, or they will not be listening. So thanks to everybody attending today. That's our content. We finished up right at a half hour. That's phenomenal. Jacob, thank you for being here today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Okay. All right. Thanks for everybody for joining. We'll talk to you soon, and we look forward to working with you and engaging with you. Thank you for all you do as digital marketing professionals. Have a great day.